deals the cards as a meditation.
Hey guys, how's it going? Tel here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Top 100 Movie Poster Challenge. Today on the channel we're on to film 4 and we're on to a film called Léon the Professional. Now I have to say I was really impressed by the film. If you don't know about Léon like myself, it was my first time watching it. I didn't know too much about it. This is what Léon is about. Léon, the top hitman in New York, has earned a rep as an effective cleaner. But when his next door neighbours are wiped out by a loose cannon DEA agent, he becomes the unwilling custodian of 12-year-old Mathilda. Before long, Mathilda's thoughts turn to revenge and she considers following in Léon's footsteps. So yeah, we've got young Mathilda played by Natalie Portman in her debut role, and she was absolutely brilliant in this film. She turns to Léon, her next door neighbour, in a cry for help, as essentially she's got no one else, as her family is completely wiped out by Gary Oldman and his gang of DEA agents. So yeah, a really dark film with a really brutal beginning, but it kind of worked really well. It does set up the film brilliantly for the rest of the movie, and it keeps you on the edge of the toes. You already know where the movie's going. So yeah, it is a really impressive cast with a young Natalie Portman making her debut on the big screen, along with Gary Oldman as well. Really nice to see Gary Oldman in a role as well. For me, I'm only 31, so my take on Gary Oldman, it's more like the Harry Potter movies onwards, and then the Batman kind of stuff. So Christopher Nolan's Batman, I think he's in that as Commissioner Gordon. So I haven't really seen a younger Gary Oldman or many of his films, so this was quite refreshing to see a younger Gary Oldman. And he was quite menacing, he was quite sinister, quite evil as well, and yeah, pretty ruthless villain, which you kind of do want in these type of films. When you get a ruthless villain, it does set up the film really nicely. So Natalie Portman was great in the film, as well as Gary Oldman. I also do want to mention the action scenes. The action scenes in this were actually really great as well. I feel like action scenes are quite difficult to film. You can either become bored and distracted, or you can become absolutely hooked. And with these action scenes, I was really hooked. Léon the cleaner was actually brilliant in it, and he almost felt invincible at times. There are scenes where Gary Oldman gets like over 200 of his men, and Léon is still like manages to wiggle his way out of it. And some of the kills in it were brilliant, with him like hanging on the ceiling. Sometimes it may have felt unrealistic, but Léon really did feel invincible, which kind of made the film work, just due to how clever and smart he actually is as essentially an assassin. But yeah, so I did find the action scenes really refreshing. I do want to touch on something that has caused a lot of controversy online, and I don't go into it too much because I don't know the full story. Sometimes it could be speculation, but it's to do with Léon and Mathilda's relationship in the film. It is an unusual relationship. There is lines, and there has been some alleged deleted scenes that have occurred from the film. You have got young Mathilda who asked Léon to be her first lover, and Natalie Portman is essentially playing like a 12-year-old girl, and Léon is like what, a 50-year-old man. So it is very awkward. Like, you don't really know how to take it in as an audience. With the film itself as well, there has been controversy with the director, but I'm not going to go into that any further. If you do want to Google it, I'm sure you can find it. Other things with it, the name of the film is actually a bit weird. You got Léon the Professional. You've got The Professional. There's been some other interpretations of the name of the film as well. Some names in French as well, I believe. So yeah, it's a bit, some of the branding around the film is a bit confusing as well. But yeah, I feel like I do have to say that the sexualization of Natalie Portman in the film is a bit of an awkward watch, to be honest. There's also another scene where Mathilda and Léon do rent a hotel room, and Mathilda does come down to like the lobby and says to the owner of the hotel, he says, yeah, Léon's not my dad, he's my lover. And that was like a bit humorous, but it's also kind of sinister as well. But yeah, the relationship between Léon and Mathilda is a very strange one. Another thing I did want to point out was the music. I feel like sometimes the music was really cool, like really bang on, and it did set the tone for the film. But the end song, I was not a big fan of. It didn't really go with the rest of the film for me. I definitely feel like there could have been a better choice of music for the end scene, to be honest with you. But overall, I do want to give the film 4 stars out of 5, and that is what I have ranked it on Letterboxd. So 4 stars out of 5. I think the average rating for the film was 4 stars, so I am bang on par with everyone else. So not a controversial opinion as much. Finally, my final point on the film would be the ending. I didn't actually expect the ending. I had a few predictions, I had a few theories. A couple of my friends at work, they have watched the film and they said, yeah, I will cry or I will get a bit emotional. But the actual ending, I didn't actually see coming. I thought it would have gone down the other route. But yeah, I won't spoil it for you guys that haven't watched it. So that is my review for Léon. I do give it 4 stars out of 5 on my letterbox. If you do want to follow me on letterbox, my letterbox is Tell Talks. Now guys, it is time for the number generator to pick our next film. I'm really excited for this, and I really am enjoying the challenge as well. So let's get it up now. Number generator, 1 to 100. Is it going to come up? There we go. So the numbers are rolling. My preference, I think I'd prefer a number 70 and above, as long as it's not a trilogy. Let's see what we get. Stop. Is it stopped? I said 17 above, and is it 13? So it looks like it's going to be a very old film, probably 1940s, 1950s era. I'm going to take a look. I'll be right back and see what film number 13 is. Okay guys, so I've just checked what the film is, and it's a film called The Third Man from the year 1949. I've got no clue what it's about. Absolutely couldn't tell you nothing about it. The biggest challenge for me is actually going to be trying to find this on one of my streaming platforms. I've got Sky Glass, I've got Netflix, I've got Amazon Prime, I've got Disney Plus, I've got Paramount. I don't think I'm missing anything. I've almost got everything. So yeah, Léon, I had to actually buy it on Amazon Prime for $3.99 to $3.50 to rent it. So yeah, this could be another one I may have to rent on Amazon if I have to. But who cares? I'm really enjoying this challenge. So do let me know, guys, your thoughts on Léon the Professional if you guys have seen it. On my last video where I did end up picking Léon, a lot of you did say really good things about the film and that I would enjoy it. But yeah, really enjoying this challenge, guys. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. See you later.
Ooh, baby, I love your way.